home game of 2016 for Griffon football. Senior day for a young Griffon squad, just 7 graduating players this year. Western with a huge matchup against the number 9 ranked team in the country, Emporia State, trying to pull the upset without starting quarterback Skylar Windmiller out with an ankle injury. Corey Bertini starting in his place, looked good early on. First quarter, he hits Brock Broughton, who finds the end zone. Griff's take an early 7-0 lead. Second quarter, they unleashed the MIAA's leading rusher, Josh Caldwell. 98 yards on the day, including this 25-yard touchdown run. Griffon smelling an upset. They're up 14-3 at this point, take a 14-10 lead to halftime. Third quarter, they continue to keep Emporia's high-powered offense at bay. Braxton Marstyle's pass is tipped twice into the hands of Charlie Shera. That's a senior day pick to remember for the linebacker. Both teams would go scoreless in the third quarter. Griffs have a chance to go up a touchdown to start the fourth quarter, but this kicking game has been a struggle all season. Sean Gailey misses the 38-yard field goal. That swings the momentum the way of the Hornets. They get the offense going. Marstyle to Justin Brown for a 37-yard touchdown strike. Emporia takes its first lead of the game midway through the fourth quarter. Western's next drive would end with an interception, and the Hornets turn that to points. Marstyle to Brown again, this one from 19 yards out. Emporia shuts out the Griffons in the second half. They score 24 unanswered points, and they go on to win 27-14 the final. Western falls to 4-6 on the season. This will be their first losing season in 12 years.
There's no explaining it. It's incredibly difficult. I think we're playing incredibly hard, and it just hasn't worked out. We haven't got both sides going at the same time.
And it sucks. It really does, because during practice you see what we're capable of, and in games you see what we can do on both sides of the ball. Like come off last year, we still have everybody back from defense. Offense is still coming back, and we get guys coming in. Like, we had the set, and we're just not clicking. In the games, and it's frustrating at times because, I feel like we're letting them down, and then they feel like they're letting us down, and just we got to click together, and it hasn't really happened for us this year.
It's hard to deal with. I know when people look at on the surface, we're trending downwards, but if you know football, you can see how close this is and how really we're really close to getting it done. And look at the depth chart. We're talking about it yesterday, just looking at how this is the fullest we've been depth chart-wise going into a January ever, of what we have and who's coming back. Still want to win every game, and that's the hard part. And you're looking at, right now, you're looking at 11 losses in the last 2 seasons, and not one of them over 14 points. And every one of them at the start of the fourth quarter, we're either ahead or within a score or going to rally into within that, and that's what's hard to deal with a little bit. It's like I told the kids in there, and there's 2 rules of thumb, is as a coach, every one of us need to be reflecting on how we've got to find a way to put kids maybe in a little better spot to make a play. And I know that, the internet, that's what happened. People question the professional level. It's the coach has to find a way. People are wanting to fire Joe Madden when he's down 3-1, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. But that's sports. That's sports, and people make us important. It's a game, and they make us important because they care, and we all in athletic field have to understand that. But I also told the players, I said, as a player, you should be thinking, what could I have done differently? What should I have done differently? When you're losing this many close games, the coach has got to find a way, and the players got to find a way to make plays too.